drops and boots. I won't put you through that misery.
Was Sam Lewis coach this semester?
I thought so.
Is he?
Yeah.
Must have been second then.
I've already written most of it. It's on online.
Change that a little bit.
The deadline.
Deadline, yeah, but I can get in by Friday morning. I don't know.
So we don't play in London. They don't play in London.
You know what?
They don't play in London. We may lose the next game.
Yeah. Is that the, wait a minute, yeah, that's in Nevada. I don't think they're gonna turn it over 21 times.
No one paid
Better
much
start
attention.
getting their head together.
I
10
was
missed
in
free
graphics.
throws at least.
Yeah, I was watching the game. I was just playing graphics on the video board. Well, not graphics, just like freaking shooting. Dude, yeah, camera 4's been screwed. It really has. Well, what Shane did was he unplugged the feed from ESPN, and then camera 4 all of a sudden was, ooh, I feel better. I'm gonna run now. Yes, that's what Shane said. Yeah. It might, he thinks it's a bad BNC. It might be a bad BNC, but I'm not sure. It crapped out, like, yeah, right before. Well, I don't know if it was right before, but like it had frozen like way before like we were close to Suzuki. We didn't end up doing it. Yeah. Yeah, basically, yeah.
Did you print them yet, or you have those? I can just have them. 15. I'll be
Eight steals, okay. Yeah. I don't know, I'm just about to stay there.
Generally,
Coach, no, it's just a lot.
Yeah.
I miss that sometimes.
It's like that scene in Stuck on You, where Cher comes out of the parking lot, all these fans, all fans cheering. They see Cher over Cher. Waiting for the conjoined.
They shot the same percentage from the free throw line as they did from Jerry. That's interesting.
Perhaps. Yeah, it is.
Coach, you want to make a statement or just take?
No, I'll let you guys fire away. Hi, Steve.
Coach, how big was it? How big was it for the team winning the turnover battle like you did? 21 for St. Louis and just 8 for SIU.
You know, the first half, I think you got to give a lot of credit to Travis and his staff because no one soft pressed us. and no one's played zone against us. And I made this comment, I think I made it the other day to you guys, or maybe made it to Todd. I'm really not concerned with people that zone us. But when the reason I compliment Travis and him is because we're a team right now, and he's been reading. We don't have a lot of confidence, and so the greatest defense to play against a team with no confidence is zone, because it makes you stagnant. And I'm going to get to your question, but what we got was we got stagnant. We got stagnant offensively, and we got stagnant defensively, and we were lulled into sleep. So our whole message in the second half was, and we forced 12 turnovers in the first half, but our whole message was our aggressiveness has to pick up defensively. We have to do a better job guarding, and we have to do a better job defending the three. Now, this is the first game they've played that they've made threes, and they were 7 for 12 in the first half. And, I kept, and it didn't surprise us. It didn't surprise us at all, because we've got Marcus on our team, and Marcus played with these guys, and he kept telling our guys all week long, these guys are all capable. They're all good shooters. And I know that. I know Roby can shoot. I know Crawford can shoot. I know those guys can shoot. So that didn't really catch me off guard, but our sense of urgency did. So at halftime, we challenged them. And we said, this is what we have to do in order to win the ball game. We come out, we force 9 turnovers. We hold them to, I think, 22% from the three in the second half. Is that right? Yeah, 22%. And hold them to 36% in the second half. And for us, that was the key to the game, because we weren't very good offensively tonight. And I say that, and we shot 51%. But we weren't very good offensively.
You talked about the zone creating some issues, just a lot of bad decisions in the first half.
More than a lot, just a lot plus one less, yeah. We haven't seen it, and it's something new. That's the old tactic when you go on the road, play zone, take the crowd out of it, soft press, and it's a great old school tactic. And as I go back, I said I was really impressed with what Travis and his staff tried to do. They did a good job. They took the crowd out of it. They took our players out of it, and I think their game plan was pretty impressive. Now, the other side of that coin is we were pretty impressive down the stretch, because we finally found a way to make it happen, and we had big plays. And what we did is we got them out of it. And then they went man, and then when you start guarding us man, then you're going to have to guard penetration, and that's when Michael got turned loose.
Felt like when Fletcher hit the three to finally give you the lead back, that it kind of...
Yeah, I think that was a huge deal for us, but a bigger play with that was when Sean Lloyd hit the three. Because I just said when Sean got scored on, he comes down the floor. And I yell it at my staff. I said, Sean's scared to death. Now, that's paraphrased. But I said, Sean's scared to death. And when he caught the ball, he shoots a three and he sticks it and he looks right at me. And I guess that's how you got to coach guys from Philly. So next game, before we run out on the floor at the Thomas Mack Center, Sean Lloyd, you're scared to death. And I may use the paraphrase version at Thomas Mack. But no, that's what we got to have. You got to have guys that want to fight. You got to have guys that want to compete. And we haven't done that. We didn't do that in the last 2 games. And that was our whole message tonight. Won't you get out there on that wood floor? Why don't you compete? And why don't you fight a little bit? And I was wound up tonight. Guess I'm still wound up. But I was. We needed this win. We needed it bad. And we need to get our confidence back. We're not quite there yet, but it was certainly a step in the right direction.
What'd you like about Sean's play in his first start? Defensively, is he as good as Vincent, or is that a comparison that you go over all the time?
I thought he did a decent job tonight defensively, and I think if you look at his stat line right here, that's pretty good. The kid scores 8 points, has no turnovers. The only thing I'm disappointed about was the rebounds, but he only missed 1 shot. So, guys, that's hard. I'm hard. I'm a pitcher's coach. I'm the guy. I never walk out to the mound. I never walk out to the mound. And the first time I walk out to the mound, all I'm doing out there is telling him, hey, let me tell you something. You're my guy. You're my guy. We're going to stick with you. Don't worry about it. You're my guy. I don't plan to come back out here again. And it was really hard for me tonight to do a different starting lineup, because I think, as my staff tells me, it can't always be black or white. There is some gray areas at times. And I'm old school. I'm not a gray area guy. I like exacts. And but we did what was necessary for our ball club, and I actually think it helped Leo a little bit. He wasn't very good in the first half, but in the second half, he kind of got started. He kind of went in that mode that just said, forget about it. Let's just play. And I thought it's kind of the result of what you want to get.
Not only just getting shot into the starting lineup, I mean, you put Aaron Cook in there fairly quickly. Do you think the early rotation cycle kind of broke up the flow of the game as well as his own?
No. I think Aaron Cook made the game a lot better. Aaron Cook was so much better tonight. Aaron Cook played a phenomenal game. He shut them down literally by himself defensively. He had one pick, should have had another pick, and golly, I was just really impressed with what he did. Our rotation we started early because I told him it'd be like a hockey game. It was based on turnovers and defensive effort and rebounding, and we jerking guys in and out right there for a while. And I think the message kind of got across. It took a while to settle in, but it did.
How important is to you that in your program that you had 4,500 fans here and a student center a student section that was pretty packed?
Yeah, I thought our students were awesome.
During a pretty hectic week.
The hardest time to play in the year, I believe this, in non-conference, never fails. The greatest amount of upsets are always during finals week because you're so overloaded academic. I mean, guys, we had 4 guys today that weren't at practice because of finals. We had 2 guys that missed pregame because of finals, but that's the life of a college athlete. So I knew not only with 2 losses, but this game. And so what do you do? How do you get jump started? Well, I'll be doggone. Brian Clark, our marketing guy, gets with the students and gets those guys here. Our best student crowd. Our crowd was good and really good compared to St. Louis's game plan. I mean, we didn't really get them jump started till the second half. That's pretty good. I can't wait till we start serving alcohol.
Todd, does Todd have a question? We've got Coach Ford
Okay.
waiting in the on-deck circle, so anything else? Or
Teague Bowl, how much does his offense, is it a plus for you, or is it something you depend on right now, Barry? Because I'll bet you have a pretty good record and he's in double figures.
Yeah, Todd, I think you could say this. I'll let you guys write it. But in the past, we could not have done what Tebow did today, offensively. Couldn't have done it. Guys, he had a backwards lob dump. But what he did he had those 3 15-footer or 2 15-footers in the short corner. And we needed those baskets. And he was comfortable. And he made 2 big free throws. I mean, you guys draw conclusions. Now, he didn't rebound the ball tonight. And he's only had 2 blocks, which he hadn't had any blocks in the previous 2 games. But I thought, you understand where I'm going with this. He's better than what we've had. And he's continually getting better. And like you said, when he gets in double figures, we're pretty good. And then Sean O'Brien, nobody's talking about him. He had a double-double tonight. Pretty good. Okay, guys. Anything else? All right, thank y'all.
Thank you.
See you next week. Thank you.